Yes. You get all serious
thought...
about it. It's cool. Anyway, you're gonna say.
Yeah, but...
Did you lose your train of thought again?
happens a lot. At times.
I'm derailing his train of thought. He just can't comprehend. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
no.
but if you're leveling up these characters, keep in mind that the experience characters gain is based on the level difference.
Yep.
So, having your white mage heal your higher level party members is the fastest way you can level them up. Heck, and when I first played this game, my white mage was like, for a while, was the highest level party member because I was always using white mage to heal or protect, and they were just constantly getting experience each and every turn.
It's why Null is so far up now, and why he's a black mage is because I had nothing more for him to learn as a white mage. He was so successful. I don't think I ever had problems with him. Hey, don't be biting stuff by the microphone, you damn cat. You will get ousted. What?
So the commotion I was hearing from you, Ren, was a cat.
Yes. I have to stop and look at my cat. Yeah. He likes to sit on the microphone too. There we go. Now I can start playing again.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons I don't get my birds out of the cage while I'm recording, because if I put them on my shoulder, they'll just crawl over to my other shoulder, see the cord dangling from my headset, and start trying to chew it.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
Well, I know they'll do it. That's why I never have. But there was a time when I would have them on my shoulder, and they would just get bored, start chewing on the arm of my glasses, and then following it down, and then they would follow it down to my ear, and because they were chewing on something hard, they would bite down on my ear really hard.
Ow.
Thankfully, never drew blood, but I think they've learned better than to do that by now, just from the fact that every time they did, I just shouted out in pain.
I've never owned birds like we were talking about before, so every time you talk about them, it's hard for me to imagine. I've been up closer to snakes than I have to birds. There was like one time in my life that I knew people with birds, or a bird, and it never got near me. So I never had.
They just you know they never take time. They sometimes take time to get used to you, and it helps if you just move more slowly when you're around them, because you know if you move more slowly, they'll be more apt to think, oh, this guy's not here to attack me.
It's funny how often domesticated animals have that as their first thought.
Yeah, true. Well, no, indeed.
There you go, that works. Oh, man, this battle is turning out to be longer than I wanted it to be. There's only 4 enemies, what the hell?
Well, they're a tough combination of enemies.
One of them's already unconscious, so it wasn't anything to do with him. And he was the boss, that's sad.
Blame the white mage.
I will. Doom? You think that's funny? That's an ability in this game that I don't think is fair at all. Now I have 3 turns to deal with this.
3 turns on one character, or did they get all of your characters?
Just me.
But
that's okay. Because I just got revenge for it. Like, outright. You like your white mage? Say goodnight. There goes your chance of ever winning this battle.
Yep, unless one of them unless they somehow have a phoenix down they can use.
That'd be funny. Wow, they have been targeting Null non-stop lately. He's too powerful. think I need to switch him over to a physical class for a while so he could actually have some HP.
But that's the thing, though. You don't really have any physical classes.
I consider the Morpher to be somewhat physical.
Yeah, but it's kind of ironic considering it actually has worse stat gains per level than the Beastmaster.
I don't know why. I don't like the bell-wielding classes. That's just me, though. I find that when you need a physical attack, they're too weak. Whereas a mage would still give you a decent hit.
Well, of course, if you whack an enemy on the head with a bell or a trumpet, you're not going to do as much damage as, say, slicing it with a sword.
That is true. Ooh, I leveled up. What do you know? Why did I attack Elman? That was great. I needed the experience so bad.
There are actually certain white mage weapons that if you attack using them, they actually heal.
I think I know of one of them. I try to avoid them just because I'll forget that I'm using them, and I'll be like, ooh, this white mage could take this out for me and end this battle, and then I end up healing them.
You can kind of check to make sure you're not healing an enemy instead of damaging it with your weapon.
Plus,
if you have,
see.
if there's a plus by the number of damage that it says you'll do, that means you're gonna heal them.
I don't always pay attention to it because it's a little tiny plus sign. I know, that's a terrible reason. Oh man, why don't you have a higher hit percentage from here? You could end the battle. Mont Blanc, it's your job to end the battle. I don't care if... I stopped what I was saying because I knew he just was not going to be able to hit. Jeez. You leave that poor white mage alone. She's just trying to level up. Speaking of leveling up, I'm going to have to make sure she gets one more turn this battle. There we go.
Yeah. Protect your white mage, because otherwise you won't get healed.
Null covers as a white mage too.
Yeah, I know, but still.
This is just so we can get her leveled up and get some good stats on her. So we can't... Was it Elementalist that you suggested? I can't remember now.
I actually recommend Elementalist as kind of a gateway to Summoner because...
Yes, okay. That's
because Summoners have wider splash damage for their magic, and they also have some pretty darn unique abilities. Like, later in the game you have the Phoenix Summon, which revives everyone within the radius, so... And also the Unicorn spell, which you can get really early on, which heals and recovers any statuses within the radius, so...
Which basically all you have to do is keep your party in a radius and they'll always be safe. Which is one reason why I really considered that and why I'm moving towards it. Why play the game if you can't learn from it and